Hey there, CJ Math students. Welcome to Math Task number 47. We are going to develop understanding of proportional relationships. So we're on page 53 of our book. We're going to dive right in. So problem number 1 shows how many gallons of water Veta uses for showers of different numbers of minutes. So we've got our time up here. We've got our waters in gallons that she uses for that time right here. It says, how does the table show a proportional relationship between the length of Veta's shower and the number of gallons she used? So let's take a look here. Every number looks like it gets multiplied by 2. Remember, everything needs to be exactly the same for us to have a proportional relationship. So all the ratios are equivalent. Whatever I write down, you write down. So again, how we knew that is that every value in this table got multiplied by the same number. That's our constant of proportionality. It says, what is the unit rate of gallons of water per minute? Well, that's right here. We want water first, right? So it's 2 gallons per 1 minute. And again, how did I figure that out? I looked right at the table. I looked for the one that had 1 as the rate because a unit rate has a denominator of 1. Next, when ratios are equivalent, they all have the same unit rate. In a proportional relationship, that unit rate is called the constant of proportionality. So what's the constant of proportionality here? 2, because every ratio was multiplied by 2. It says use the constant of proportionality to write an equation that shows the number of gallons of water used, G, during a shower of m minutes long. So you want to start with G equals, what's our constant of proportionality? It was 2. And then what's our other variable, m? So the number of gallons used is equal to 2 times however many minutes. So if I have a shower that's 5 minutes long, 5 times 2 is 10 gallons. If I have a shower that's 6 minutes long, how many gallons would that be? 2 times 6, that's 12. Now it says, what is the unit rate for minutes per gallon? So minutes coming first. So let's look back up here. Minutes is 1 minute per 2 gallons. So 1 minute per 2 gallons. Another way to write that would be 1 over 2 or 0.5. Right? And it says, what is the constant of proportionality for the relationship, again, of minutes of shower to gallons of water? And it says, write an equation that shows the length of minutes, again, first, based on using G gallons of water. All right, so that would be M is equal to, this time our constant of proportionality, because remember it's minutes to gallons, 1/2 G. So we take a look at this double tape and we say, what's the constant of proportionality for this relationship? So look for the one that has 1. It's right here in the middle. So possible answer is 400 square feet per, and then this says gallons of paint, so 1 gallon of paint. So remember, that's our unit rate, and it's also our constant of proportionality. So it says use the constant of proportionality to write an equation that represents the number of square feet wall, W, that can be covered by G gallons. So W is equal to, what was our constant of proportionality? 400 times G. And remember, whenever you have a number next to a variable, that means multiplication. Number 3, the table and the number line show the same constant proportionality. So here, this is just times 8. 3 times 8 does give you 24. 5 times 8 does give you 40. 2 times 8 does give you 16. 4 times 8 does give you 32. And 6 times 8 does give you, yes. So they do. Both have a constant of proportionality. That is times 8. And number 4. use any model you'd like to show a proportional relationship with constant proportionality of 4. So we were using mugs and cost here, so we'll just call this the variable m, this the variable c. So the amount of mugs is equal to our constant of proportionality 4 times c. So if I have a cost of, and to be clear, the constant proportionality here, and this is 8, but they asked us to do it before. Go to the page one more time to page 55. It says, write an equation represent pounds of C clay first that Jamal needs from B bowls. Right, the order matters. So looking for, here we are, 2/3 to 1. So we've got our equation of C is equal to our constant of proportionality gets multiplied by 2/3 to make B bowls. And now it says explain to find the amount of clay Jamal needs to make 8 bowls. Well, we'll just take C is equal to 2/3 B, and we want to make 8 bowls, so plug that in for B. C is equal to 2/3 times 8. 2 times 8, 16 divided by 3. C is equal to 16 over 3, or 5 1/3 pounds. Okay.